The show started with a match between Bianca Belair versus Nikki Cross, and the result of this match was Bianca Belair defeated Nikki Cross by pinfall after hitting the KOD finishing move. Post-match, Damage Control attacked Bayley and beats her down. Asuka and Alexa Bliss are back and they make the save, and the babyfaces clean house and stand tall. Back from the commercial, the babyface team of women is interviewed backstage, and Alexa Bliss says they've had Bianca's back and they're not letting this go. They're settling this right now and they want a tag title match tonight. Bobby Lashley is interviewed opposite an empty chair, and he says he's going to expose Brock Lesnar once again at Crown Jewel, expose him for what he really is, a Bobby Lashley wannabe. Brock Lesnar makes his entrance and gets on the mic, and he greets Texas and says he didn't come here to have a sit-down with Bobby Lashley. When Brock Lesnar visits the good folks of Texas, he wants to do what they'd normally do, and that's to fight, and he calls Lashley on down as Bob takes his mic off and gets up. Lashley makes his entrance and they brawl, referees and road agents separating them, and Triple H is in the fray and shouts over the chaos that if they keep fighting, their match at Crown Jewel is off. The next match happened between Austin Theory versus Seth Rollins, and the result of this match was Seth Rollins defeated Austin Theory by pinfall after hitting the blackout. Back from the commercial, WWE announced that Bray Wyatt would be at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. Then Roman Reigns comes to the ring, and the crowd was chanting OC. He asks Dallas to acknowledge him and says not to worry, because he's got Sami Zayn and Jey Uso out in the world working on being a little more OC, and by the time they're back from Saudi Arabia you should see a brand new Jey. But he wants to be real. For over 2 years now he's been hyping opponents and the only thing that happens is they get smashed. He has to be honest, he's the greatest of all time and he's fighting a guy who's had 2 matches, so he's simply not going to hype the matchup. But the Wiseman will, and he passes the mic to Heyman. Paul lays out the one lucky punch theory and how Logan has been training with Shawn Michaels but says that in the end he's just gonna get smashed by the tribal chief. Then The Miz comes out, and he makes excuses about wishing he could help and says he's had to deal with Dexter Lumis, but he thinks they can help each other. Reigns asks why everybody keeps talking about Logan knocking him out and knocks Miz out with a Superman punch. They should be talking about him knocking Logan Paul out, you see, and then you're not gonna have any choice but to acknowledge him. The next match happened between Damian Priest versus Carl Anderson, and the result of this match was Carl Anderson won the match by pinfall, but immediately after the match, Judgment Day started attack on him, and then Brawl started, and once again Rhea Ripley became the game changer, and the Judgment Day stands tall. Back from the commercial, JBL gets on the mic, and he talks up Texas ad nauseum and says millennials and Gen Z ruined it by inventing Halloween and just hits every single old man yelling at cloud promo talking point that no one ever needs to hear again before introducing Baron Corbin. Corbin gets on the mic and says we're welcome and it must make our night to be in the presence of a modern-day wrestling god. He has it all, and we have very little, and then comes R-Truth. Layfield asks why he's here and he says he just wanted to wish Dallas a happy Halloween and tell both of them that he really likes both of their Halloween costumes. Layfield is dressed like a mean, hostile, steaming mad, angry, out-of-touch old man, and Corbin is dressed like the world's biggest, and Baron attacks but R-Truth blocks and lays him out with a kick. JBL throws his hat at him and runs interference until Corbin can hit End of Days. Then we saw a trick or street fight match between Matt Riddle versus Otis Dozovic, and the result of this match was Matt Riddle defeated Otis by pinfall after hitting RKO finishing move. The next match happened between Miz versus Mustafa Ali, and the result of this match was Mustafa Ali won the match by pinfall when Dexter Lumis surprised The Miz, and Miz got distracted, and Ali hits the super kick. Then we saw an interview of Johnny Gargano, and he revealed that Dexter Lumis is facing financial problems, and Miz using him, and Miz paying Lumis to attack on him. In the main event, we saw a women's tag team match between Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Io Sky and Dakota Kai for the women's tag team championship. During the match, Bayley and Binka started brawling, and the result of this match was Alexa Bliss and Asuka defeated Dakota Kai and Io Sky by pinfall, and become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and the show goes off air.